I am a medical campus advisor. I'm now the Rising Scholars Advisor for all of you who are trying to get into the medical campus. I've been working at Miami-Dade College for about 5 years now, since 2018. I worked in a variety of departments, but my most recent department that I worked for was actually the nursing department. So I know a lot of you are trying to get into that program. So if you guys have any questions, you guys can feel free to ask at the end, and I'll try my best to answer your questions. So for right now, I just want to begin by sharing this video. It goes over a lot of the programs at the medical campus, so you guys can get a better idea of what you will see in your futures. So let me just share my screen. Okay. Everyone can see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. So here we go. This is the medical campus programs. Okay. So now let me get my PowerPoint together. Mm-mm-mm. And share that with you all. Okay. You all can see my screen, correct? With the PowerPoint.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Okay, so welcome again, our rising scholars for the medical campus. My name is Dabney for anyone that's just coming into the meeting now. I am from the medical campus. I work at also the Homestead and the Padrone campus helping students. I physically go to these campuses. Um, and these are my hours essentially. So if you are at those campuses, you can come to see me in person. You can make an appointment with me online. Anyone can make an appointment with me online virtually. But if you are interested in meeting in person, you can always come to one of these campuses to see me. Mm, 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 mm. Okay, so the first program I'll start off with is our lovely nursing program. Like I said, a lot of you guys are going to be applying to this program. I don't know what is going on. We have 4 different sections for the Associate of Science in Nursing. We have the transition program, which is for students who have licenses or certificate of some sorts, LPNs, EMTs, medics. Actually, these need to be updated, but a lot of students that have these certificates get to skip the first semester of fundamentals classes and just are able to complete the program in 3 semesters. For the accelerated program, that's for students who have a bachelor's degree or higher. So most students apply to our generic full-time or part-time programs, and they're both 4 semesters and 7 semesters. The bachelor's program we have, you can do it online. The ASN is in person, but the bachelor's, you can do it online if you are accepted into the Associate of Science in Nursing at Miami-Dade. You can seamlessly transition into the BSN program. You can do your first semester without having your license after you graduate, but after that first semester, you have to have your license to be able to continue into our BSN. But if you go to another school, complete your Associate of Science, and want to come back to MDC, you can do the RN to BSN program as well. The School of Health Science, they have a lot more variety of programs from dental to EMS to radiography, sonography, and they're very competitive. They accept smaller groups, and a lot of the times they only accept once a year. So make sure when you're doing your classes, you're doing good in those classes, so you're one of the most competitive students for the program. So for the medical campus, it can get confusing with what you need to get into the program, how to apply. So I'm just going to go over those quickly. So, well, not quickly, but so if you guys have any other questions about the application process, how to find your requirements for the classes, you'll see them here, and then we can answer some questions at the end. So all program requirements for the medical campus have different classes needed. Some need microbiology, some need anatomy and physiology, some need physics. So you must make sure to go onto the medical campus website, search for the program of your choice, and then check out the program course list. All of the programs have a course list on their website where it shows you all of the prerequisites that are needed. So just for your comfortability and so you know that you're taking the correct classes, you can always check those out on the medical campus's website. The academic requirements report in MD Connect or the degree audit, sometimes it's not going to show the updated requirements. It depends on when you started attending at MDC, your term that you started the program at MDC to take your prerequisites. Sometimes things can get updated but not show on your degree audit. I would also recommend checking out the frequently asked questions area on the program website itself. So if you're interested in dental, if they have a frequently asked questions section, it answers a lot of questions about selection criteria, the deadlines to apply, when does program start, and the hours for the program. And that's for most programs for the medical campus, and most of them have it. I know nursing doesn't have it. They should, because it's one of the biggest programs, and a lot of students are confused about that as well. So this is just a little recorded video so that you guys can see the process of finding the course list if you don't already know. You log into Miami-Dade's main website. You can scroll all the way down to see all of the campuses that Miami-Dade has, select medical, find your program. So I selected nursing. And on the first page with the overview, you'll usually find the program list there. And that's how you would find your program sheet. So all of the prerequisites needed, You'll always know. And they also include in-program courses. Mm-mm-mm. So some programs, like nursing, you would need to take the TEAS exam. The TEAS, or the Test of Essential Academic Skills, goes over reading, math, English, and science. A lot of the sciences is anatomy based, and the math is algebra based. Um, for nursing, you need a 60 or higher. The PTA program also use the T's. There's two different ones, health sciences T's, nursing T's. But right now, the PTA program is not using it as a criteria to select students. You can take it for PTA to get more points towards, I guess, getting a better chance of getting selected, but it's not a hard step to apply to the PTA program. So if you are applying, just know that you don't have to take the T's. You can, but you don't. Nursing, it is required to take it. You will not be able to submit your application for the program without getting a 60 or higher on the T's. Okay. This is the website for the T's test. So if you go to the main website for MDC, go to admissions, there'll be a drop down that says testing and assessment. It'll bring you to the main page for the testing departments. You would select tests, and then under the first section of tests available would be the TEAS test. So that's how you would find it. There is a link under test preparation that can help you to prepare for the test. And you can also schedule when you feel that you're ready to take the exam before you apply. Go ahead and schedule a test with your home campus's testing department, or you can go to the medical campus. Now, one thing that all programs need is the HSC. Whether you waive the introduction to healthcare or take the class itself, all programs need you to take this class or have it satisfied. So HSC 0003 and the lab, Introduction to Healthcare, is a lecture and lab that needs to be completed before starting most programs at the medical campus. This class is not covered by financial aid, but if you are still taking requirements, like the general education requirements that you would find in the program sheets, you can enroll in those classes as well as the Introduction to Healthcare. And I've seen sometimes that the class gets covered because you're also taking other requirements. Um, you must be added. If you're not able to just enroll for the class itself, because it's not under the undergraduate degree. It's not a class for the undergrad per se. It's under what is called post-secondary adult vocation classes, so PSAV. If you are, if you are not able to just enroll for the class, you need to contact me or an advisor that's a liaison at your home campus, or contact the medical campus virtually or in person so that you can be added to a list so that you can register for that class. Once you're added to the list, say you want to take it in summer of 2023, 2024, you would need to be added to the list sometime in the spring just so that you are more so guaranteed a spot to register for the class in the summer. It fills up fast, so if you know when you want to take the class, make sure you contact an advisor, myself included, to add you to that list. This is a link to the waiver. If you have a CNA, EMT, LPN, a lot of various waivers, not waivers, licenses or certificates, then you can waive that class. You don't have to take it. But you also need a CPR card from American Heart Association. They're only going to accept it from American Heart Association. And the next page is going to show you where the information for the HSC waiver is. So like I said, if you're a CNA, dental hygienist, sonographer, EMT, LPN, any of these, then you would be able to waive the class. You would submit the CPR, your license, and the exemption form. And this all goes to the School of Health Sciences. This is the email here, hscinfo@mdc.edu. After you submit the waiver to the department, they would probably get back to you letting you know if you can waive the class, but advisement has no control over it. You would just need to discuss it with the School of Health Sciences. And this is how the medical campus website looks. So once you go to www.mdc.edu/medical, this is the homepage. This is where you would be able to look for all of the programs, look for the course sheets, and then at the very bottom, that's where you will find the School of Nursing's main page. You'll find the School of Health Sciences main page, other resources, as well as the link to get to the waiver page, and here, which is the milestone review page, where you will submit your applications for nursing, dental, sonography, surgical tech, and so on. So to the best part, the application process. So once you confirm that you've taken all of the prerequisites that are needed for the program, you can then apply. And you've taken the T's if necessary, you can apply. So to apply to the program, you must submit a milestone review application for each program. There's going to be a list of all the programs from the medical campus that you would just go through. You just need to make sure you check the term. So if you're applying for fall 2024, you need to only look at the milestone options for the fall of 2024 for the program that you choose. Because if you apply for spring of 2024, if the application is open for not spring 24, spring 2025, and you're only trying to do fall 2024, then you're going to have to wait until spring to start the program or submit another application for the fall. You can't have one application move to another term. So, like I said, under program requirements and target dates, learn how to apply to the program from the previous page. That's how you access the milestone. And this is the direct link to get to the milestone review. All decisions from programs will be sent to your MDC email and with a acceptance or a denial. Some people get confused. They think it's going to their personal email. So it's only going to your school email. Any questions so far? Anything? Okay.
I have a question. I'm sorry.
Who's speaking?
This is Paige Allen.
Okay.
So I wanted to know for the T's test, can we take it more than one time?
Yes, the T's can be taken twice per year, but if you want to take it a third time, you would have to wait till a year passes from your first attempt. So if you take the T September 1st and then take it 30 days later, because you have to wait 30 days in between attempts. If you take it again October 2nd and you don't like your scores for either of them, you have to wait till September 1st of the next year to be able to take the T's again.
Do we
Okay,
pay
thank
for the test?
I believe there is a fee. I think it's like 55. I'm not sure. The testing department would let you know whatever your home campus is, you can contact them to get a specific number, but I think you do have to pay for it.
Okay, thank you.
Mhm. Okay, I see in the chat.
Yeah, we have another question.
Mhm,
Dabney from Jemima
mhm.
is here. Our question is, in order to apply for the program, we would need an AA or AS degree. I'm not Jemima. What program specifically are you referring to?
the medical campus program, like the
With
programs the medical campus has.
each
So you're
program has different requirements.
Oh,
So which
okay.
specific one are you interested
Um,
in?
the surgical technician.
So off the top of my head, I don't remember exactly what the requirements for surgical techs, but as I showed, just go to the medical campus website, go to their specific website page, and then under program requirements, it'll tell you what specifically they need. They probably don't need a full degree. It's just the main prerequisites. So like ENC 1101, their math could be MGF 1107 or MAC 1105.
Uh-huh.
Sometimes the programs have different math requirements. Computers is needed for all of them. a
Okay.
social science for like history or the federal government class, you need those. So you just need to look at the sciences to see specifically what they're requesting.
Okay.
Yeah, but I don't think you need an AA necessarily or AS. But I know for clinical lab sciences, there's a bachelor's program and an associate's program. You need to have an associate's of science to do the bachelor's. And I think histotechnology also is the same way. They have a bachelor's and an associate's. You need to do associates first, then do the bachelor's. What
Okay,
if
thank you.
we, no problem. What if we get declined? If you guys, if you're not accepted into one of the programs, you always have the option of applying for the next term that they have available. Or if you want to look into a different program at the medical campus that you're also interested, you can apply to that as well. If it comes to it that you're not interested in pursuing with MDC anymore, we can look into if you're interested in another program outside of MDC, but you would still need to do, I guess, the prerequisites for those programs. There is also advisement is working on workshops for students who don't get into programs. You can contact the medical campus directly and they'll work with you to, I guess, give you a better guidance in how to prepare to apply again. I hope that answers your question, Jasenia. Mm, 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 mm.
We have a question from Irma. She said, are they all the same, or is that TEAs for nursing and PTA different?
I don't know what's specifically different on the test, but I just know that if you're trying to apply to nursing and you do the health sciences one, it's not going to work. So you need to do the specific nursing one.
Jershelle asks the class of public speaking is a requirement for nursing.
Yes, SPC 2608. Nursing is currently phasing out some of the old requirements, which was Introduction to Communications, which was SPC 2604, I believe, and then also Critical Thinking and Ethics. So students who are applying to get in for this spring coming up right now, they can still use the critical thinking and ethics and the communications class. But if you're applying after that for fall 2024 and beyond, you need to have Introduction to Philosophy, PHI 2010, and SPC 2608, which is Introduction to Public Speaking.
Perfect. Thank you, Davini. I don't think that was the last question. Hold on.
Okay.
I think that was the last question. And remember, students, that this is recorded and we will provide the recording to you afterwards if you miss anything.
Okay. So we were talking about the milestone application. So once you're ready to apply to each program, all you have to do is go to the medical campus website, go under program requirements and target dates, learn how to apply to our programs, go to that link, and this is how it's going to look. So this is the page it's going to take you to. You're going to go where it says request a milestone review. And then I believe it's either you put in your ID number or put in your username and password, how you would log into MD Connect and all the other like Canvas and stuff like that, all the other resources you need for MDC. And then this is how it looks with all of the programs available at MDC. So right now we have spring open for a lot of the programs. So you have CLS, you have the transitional full-time, transitional part-time nursing, generic part-time, generic full-time. And this is just going to scroll through all of them. Make sure you're looking at the term. Right now you see all these spring options for students to apply to. But at the very end, you'll see that there is a summer application that is currently open for PA. So just make sure you're checking the term so that you apply to the right for the right time that you want. So you're not skipping a semester and not able to start the program soon.
I have a question about the public speaking. I took it when I was in high school, but I passed it with a C. Do I have to take it again, or do I
I don't
have
know
to
if that's
get?
a college level public speaking class.
Yeah, I took it like in FAU.
FIU?
Yeah.
Oh, then if you transferred the credits, you might
Mm-hmm.
it just depends on what level it is, but I think
Mm-hmm.
most credits from FIU would transfer. You just need to see if when you're trying to submit your milestone, if they've given you credit for that.
Okay. All
Yeah,
right. Thank you.
no problem. So once you select the program that you want to apply to, it's going to take you to this page. At the very top, I'm not showing that part right here, but your information will be here, your name, ID, phone number, address, all that will be there. So I cut that part out. If you have completed all the prerequisites needed for the general education requirements, HSC, whichever the program requires. Right now, this is showing the requirements for nursing. So if you're applying to sonography, different requirements are going to show here. If you're applying for radiography, different requirements. Surgical tech, all of them are going to have different requirements. So don't necessarily look at the requirements that are showing here. Look at how it's showing the classes are, the status of the classes. The requirement has been met for this student on this side. So right here, it says request milestone review for the generic full-time program for the spring. This student can submit their application. They have their T score. They have all the general education classes required, so they can submit their applications. Students who have not completed all of the requirements will have things like the T's not met. Their chemistry, they haven't completed it. Anatomy 2 is still not done yet, so they cannot submit an application. Here it says, thank you for your interest in our programs. Currently, you do not meet the requirements needed to submit a milestone review. So the in-between of this would be a student who is in their last requirements for a program, who's currently registered, taking it, and will finish it at the end of the semester. Those students can still apply to the program. So if you are applying to dental for fall 2024, and you're still taking one of the last requirements. Let me see, what are the requirements for dental? So dental requires psychology and microbiology. If you're taking microbiology in the summer, the deadline to apply is May 1st. So that means that you're registered to take the class in the summer, but it's not completed. You don't have a grade yet. Your microbiology will say in progress. If everything else is already met, then you would still be able to submit your application. But as long as something is showing as not met, then you would need to enroll for that class, take it for you to then be able to submit the application. Sometimes if you take a higher math or a higher science, say you've taken chemistry 1045 instead of the 1033 that's needed, you can have that class substitute for the Chem 33 and the lab. But you need to let an advisor know so that we can let someone at the medical campus know so that it can be substituted. Until it's substituted, it's just going to show as not met. So please make sure when you're going into your milestone that you check prior to when you're going to apply, just to make sure everything is showing. And if it's not, you can send me an email, send another advisor for the medical campus an email, or contact medical directly, and we can assist you getting that credit. Okay. What else? Any more questions? Um, okay. Will financial aid cover CNA program at MDC? I am not completely sure about the CNA program because that's done through the continuing education department. So you would have to contact continuing education. They do have it at medical. I know they have it at Homestead. I don't know what other campuses they have it at, but contact continuing education and then they can give you a better idea of what the financial aid situation is for that. Mm, let me see. Any more questions?
There was one that was just added, Dabney, from Irma. She said, if you're applying to a program next year, but you've done most of the requirements this year, do they expire, etc.?
No. I know for nursing, but you guys are new students. So I know for nursing on their website, it says that your anatomy, so BSc 2085 and the lab and 2086 with the lab, they must be within 10 years of you applying to the program. So none of your credits are going to expire. And as long as for nursing, you've taken it within the last 10 years, then you're fine. Because on the milestone, it will show you if you don't have a credit that's within the time allotted, it'll say expired.
I'm sorry to interrupt. I just wanted to clarify. I wasn't talking about like costs and stuff. I was talking about like the stuff we have to do outside of like being in the physical campus, like our observation hours, the exemption forms, the stuff like that. Like, will they expire or will they be
Is that for
still?
PA?
Yeah.
Yeah, PA always gets me. That's the one I'm trying my best to learn. So MDC PA program. The observation hours, I'm not sure. Let me check. Mm-mm-mm. I don't think they should expire, but what you can do, because they don't mention anything on their website about the 100 hours expiring. But there is an email, I believe, on the PA website that you can contact for more information about expiration, and they just give the main number for health sciences. So that's interesting. Do you have a bachelor's already?
No, I didn't mean PA, PT.
Physical therapy assisting?
Yeah.
They also have hours. Okay. Complete 25 hours observation. Okay. I don't think they expire as long as you have them completed, but you can contact Roxanne Alexis. She is the person that's over the observation hours just to confirm. Her
Okay.
email is
Yeah,
on
because
the website.
I sent her an email when I sent in my hours form, but she hasn't responded to me. So
Okay. If you want, well, let me see. So that's your Irma?
yes.
Okay. So I'll try and see if I can get in contact with her just to make sure, but I'm just going to write your information for now.
Okay. Thank you.
Hmm. Any other questions about programs, about deadlines, about
I
anything
just have
needed?
I just have one question. I just emailed you like probably like 10 minutes ago, but I registered for the HSC, the healthcare class, and also the micro lab class. I just need to make sure that I'll be registered for the spring semester of 2024.
For that HSC class.
Yes, and micro lab as well. I registered, but they said like they put me on a backup list, I believe. Like,
So it's a list for it's a long list. So they have
yeah,
to go through all of the students who are still trying to get the class for this fall because
yeah.
they're still going to have options open for like October because students are trying to get into programs for the spring. So once they get through all of the students that are trying to apply for the spring,
Mm-hmm.
you'll receive an email or a text saying, "Hey, you can register for the class." But since the since the classes aren't open yet for the spring, I guess they wouldn't get back to you about that yet.
Okay.
But they should update you saying that you have the PSAV stack available now in your record so that you can, when October comes, register for the class.
Okay, okay, no
So,
problem. Thank
so
you.
look closer to October when registration opens for spring.
Mm-hmm.
Contact me or the medical campus to see if there's an update on if you're able to register.
Yes, yes, no problem, no problem. I'll do that. Thank you.
No problem.
I just had one question.
Hmm.
For because I mean, judging that right now, for first year undergraduates that are doing their AS right now, like currently with the prereqs, um, is it only 2 years for your bachelor's?
For what program?
RN.
So the BSN, I think it's between 3 semesters and 4 semesters, if I'm correct.
I don't
Because
think I'm BSN though.
no, because you need your RN license first. So you're gonna do the ASN first.
Okay.
So are you going to do the generic full-time program? Are you going to do the generic part-time program? That'll determine how long your program is because generic full-time is 4 semesters. Generic part-time is 7 semesters. 7 semesters, 2 years. Four semesters is 1 year. So if you start nursing next year, fall 2024, you would finish nursing fall 2025. So that means December of 2025. And then you can go into the BSN program. And
Okay.
that's, yeah.
All right, perfect. Thank you so much.
I see a hand raised. Let me see. Who are you? Sandia? You can
Oh,
unmute.
I already asked my question.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm sorry.
okay, no problem. Anything else?
I had a question. I was asking, do we get our AS like after the prereqs or after the program
After the
for
program.
sonography?
So once you take your prereqs, you apply to the program and you get in. Once you've taken all of the sonography program requirements, then you would get your Associate of Science in sonography.
Okay, thank you.
hmm And once you guys are at medical campus in the programs, there's a lot of opportunities. There are a lot of job fairs that they have, open houses, different hospitals that come on campus. So once you're in program, there'll be a lot of areas for you guys to find work, for you guys to be active in the school. On my next slide, I actually have a bunch of just pictures of all the stuff that we do on campus. So you can get really involved on campus. It's always a wonderful time. Everything is in person at medical. So it's not like the other campuses where there's not a lot of people. Well, that's how I've seen it for this past summer. But once you're at medical, you can go to the job fairs, the health fairs, open houses, where they'll have plenty of opportunities for you guys to start looking for jobs as well. Anything else?
Hello,
Yes.
I have a question.
hmm
I want to get into the vet tech program, and I just wanted to make sure I'm not missing any like hidden courses or classes or something, or any tests that I need to take for that program.
Have you
I
looked
looked
at the
at
program?
the,
Uh-huh.
yes, I looked at the program sheet, and in the course, there's one of the first courses that you take when you get into the program requiring you to take chemistry, but chemistry isn't on the course list, so I don't want
You
to
need to
miss
take
any.
chemistry.
Yeah, but it's not on the
You'll need the
course
chemistry.
list.
I've had that. Yeah, it's not on the course list, but since it's a prerequisite for one of the classes that you need, you do need it. It's something that
Yes.
the department needs to figure out and make easier so that the students don't get confused. But right now, yeah, you would need the chemistry. Let me look at the program sheet right now.
Okay.
I forgot I had these. Where is vet tech? Yeah, animal anatomy, you will need to do the chemistry because if you're accepted into the program and you don't have it, you can't get registered for the class. So definitely take it before you start the program and then you'll be fine.
Okay. So that's the only thing that's kind of hidden
Yeah, yeah.
outside of what it says on the sheet.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. There was something else I wanted to tell you guys. How many of you are first year students who just started at MDC? Let me stop sharing my screen. Okay. So just in case, since you guys are starting now, I want you guys to be aware of um, some things that can hinder you from getting the grades that you want, the GPA that you want, getting into the programs you want. Make sure when you are registered for classes that you look at what is called your fee invoice. If you log into MD Connect, it's not going to be at the top area, but under your financials area, it's going to say My Account. And there's like a highlighted link. Go to that. select the semester that you're currently registered for, and make sure you're looking at the 100% refund dates. Those dates are the last day that you can make changes to your schedules and add, drop, whatever, without penalties. Because after that date, you will have W's on your record, and that's going to, especially for nursing, you can't have more than 2 D's, F's, or W's. So if you see that you don't like a class and you're like, oh, I don't know about this professor, make sure that you're looking at those dates so that you know when to drop the class by, because if you do it afterwards, it's going to affect you financial aid. If you withdraw afterwards with the W's, it's going to affect you getting into certain programs. So just be aware. Anna, you can go ahead.
Yes, so hi. First of all, I have a quick question. So I'm also majoring in nursing. I know that the program, I know it's for 2 years. But does that count the prerequisites as well? So, or it doesn't? Is that just something separate?
I know on the website it says 2 years plus, but the nursing program itself with the in-program classes, if you're doing generic full-time, it's only 1 year. It's 4 semesters. So fall, spring, summer, fall, that's 1 year. If you're doing the part-time program, it's 7. So that's the 2 years. It could include prereqs 1 year, nursing classes the second year, and that's it. But if you're doing part-time, it's
Okay,
going to be prereqs 1 year, 2 years of nursing. So that's technically like 3 years.
got it, got it. Awesome, thank you.
You're welcome. Miss Desir.
Yes, I have a question. So when I log in my portal, I usually go to like the advisement report and it would show me like the classes that I need to take for the semesters. So I don't focus on that, or am I supposed to focus on that?
So to know what you need for each semester, I would suggest making an appointment with me or making an appointment with the medical advisor at your home campus to
Hmm.
update your map and navigate. That'll help you better know what you take for each semester. Okay, I'm going to take AMH 2020, the history class with anatomy 2 and the public speaking and my computer class. I'm going to take that in spring. Summer, I'll take the HSC. And I know in spring I'm going to apply for nursing and take the T's. It helps you better plan out what classes take, what semester, how many classes you'll take, and give you an idea of when you'll start.
Okay,
So email me, email
okay.
an advisor for the medical campus at your home campus, or contact even the medical campus itself. That'll help you do it because the degree audit, the academic requirements, depending
Hmm.
on when you start, sometimes the programs are not updated in the system showing you what to take for each program. Follow the course sheet and then
Hmm.
follow your map in Navigate. Don't look at that because, I mean, it shows some classes that you'll need for programs, but I know for
Hmm.
nursing, some students, they were showing nutrition, but that's not needed for the ASN. That's needed for the BSN.
Right. It shows me that. So I was like,
Please don't follow it. Please.
okay,
Okay.
thank you.
TT's iPhone.
Hi, my name is Tarina. It won't let me change my name,
It's
so
okay.
I do have a question, but I want to wait till you finish the presentation
Oh,
first.
I'm done now. So
Oh, oh, okay.
it's just for questions now.
So I have like a medical condition, and I currently just changed my major to sonography, and I wanted to know if that'll be too much for me to handle.
I'm not completely sure what all of the sonography program entails.
Okay.
Oof, that's a good question. I would suggest contacting the School of Health Sciences. On
Okay.
their website, let me see if I can find it for you actually. They have a list of like the coordinators for each program for health science. They have the direct advisors, but I wouldn't suggest contacting the advisors since they handle more the in-program students. I would suggest contacting the coordinators who are over the programs so they can give you a better detailed list or idea of how the program is, what you would be doing in the program, the hours of the program, so that you know, like, okay, maybe this isn't for me, or yeah, I could definitely do this. So let me see if I can find that for you online. And
Okay, thank you.
Mhm. And also, if you're interested in the nursing, to find out who's in charge of nursing, also go to medical campus, look at School of Nursing, and all the staff and leadership are there as well. Any other question? Oh, I see 4 hands up. My gosh. While I'm looking for that answer, you guys can definitely go ahead and give me your questions.
My question was, let's say you're in the process of completing one program now, but you're also interested in another, and assuming like those both of the programs have similar requirements, can you apply once you finish the program that you're in now directly to the medical campus?
Wait, what are you in right now?
No, it's just a hypothetical, but I'm in PTA right now.
So you're doing your prerequisites for PTA, but you also might apply to respiratory care.
Right.
If you do both prerequisites at the same time and you complete both prerequisites by the time you're going to apply for the fall, then you can apply to both. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so I found, let me put this. So I'm going to put this link in the chat for all of you if you are interested in health sciences, into the health sciences program. So anything but the nursing program. This is the link to the faculty and staff for the School of Health Sciences. Next question, Cardi.
Yes, I had a quick question about observation hours for PTA.
Ooh, okay.
Now how would that, like, is it specific? Do you just have to like shadow a PTA, or is there anything other than that that
It
can?
said, okay, so for PTA, it says 25 hours of observation hours for a physical therapy assistant or a physical therapist, one or the other. Did you say PA or PTA?
PTA.
Yeah, so physical therapist or physical therapy assistant, either or.
Is there like a list of where you can go to actually like shadow a PTA or PT? I mean,
I do not have that. It's not available on their website.
I can help. I did mine.
Where did you find options for that?
They told me I can literally do anywhere as long as the person is licensed. So I did mine at a place in Burkle. Already in the chat the place I went to. Maybe you can call and see if they'll let you.
okay, thank you.
To get to the fee invoice page, you need to log into MD Connect. And then once you're on your main page, it's going to be under financials. Under financials, you look for my account and then select the semester that you're registered for. And then it should show you all of the information for your classes there. No problem. Who's next? Is that it? Going once? Going twice. Okay, it was lovely meeting all of you. If you have any more questions, because I know it's a confusing process, especially for the medical campus, you can always reach out. Again, I'm at the medical campus on Wednesdays. You can meet with me virtually. You can come in person. If you're available to go to the Padron campus, I'm there Thursdays and Fridays, Homestead, Mondays, and Tuesdays.
To meet with you in person, we have to make an appointment, right?
You can, or you can email me. If you can't find me in Navigate, that's where most of the appointments are done through. If you can't find me there, email me, and then we could set
Yeah,
something
I
up.
just emailed you.
Okay, perfect.
Okay.
What is your email? I wasn't able to join when we first started the meeting.
Okay, I'm gonna put it in the chat for everyone. It's here we go. drich ar1 at mdc.edu. I don't usually put phone numbers because I'm at different campuses each week, but my number, I think I had it on my PowerPoint. If you want to reach me at Homestead, I don't have one yet. We just moved into a new building, so still working on that. My medical campus number is 305. Let me just put it in the chat. Medical 305-237. Oh my gosh, this thing isn't even typing. This thing doesn't want to work for me now. It's the end of the day. It doesn't want to do anything. Medical campus number. My Padrone campus number is that's my numbers. Okay, I think we're done for today then.
Well, I just want to say thank you so much, Dabney,
No
for
problem.
joining the session with us tonight. Um, Scholars, I hope you all thank her as well, and make sure that you connect with her if you need any help or any assistance moving forward. And we will try to schedule a recurring session with her as well, and with the other advisors for our students majoring in other programs.
Yep.
So I think that's it. Again, we recorded this session, and we'll make sure to send it to all of you by tonight. If that's it, everyone, I hope you all have a great evening. If there's no questions, good night, everyone.
Good
Have a
Good
good
night.
night.
evening.
Thank
Thank you
you.
so much. Bye.
Bye, everybody. Thank you so
See
much.
you guys soon.
Good night.
Night.